Enzo Fernandez is still not a Chelsea player as of right now when we're recording this show. There's still not a full agreement over the transfer fee and everything between Chelsea and Benfica. The negotiations continue, Nels. I just want to have your opinion on it because the last time you were on the show, we didn't really mention it. Sure, Robson gave us his opinion in the last show. He would become the most expensive player in Premier League history, of course, if the deal goes through because it's 120 million pounds.
Pounds, not euros.
It's 130 million euros.
Right. Okay. Wow.
I don't know if you think it's too much money for someone so young who had an amazing World Cup, but
it's what is this idea of too much money if people have the money to spend it on a player?
I agree completely.
The fee itself, I think people live and die by that number, but the number itself only needs to be agreed upon by two parties, the one selling and the one buying. From there, the value is always going to be relative to whatever they achieve as a football club. I think football's at a point where people have the money to do it. I remember 10, 15 years ago when I used to watch La Liga, this player's got a buyout clause of 100 million, 80 million. He's like, this is just, it's just a joke. But now here we are at a point where that figure's there for a reason now. And I think if he does come in, who knows? He'll help Chelsea because he's one of the best talents in world football. Does he take Chelsea over the edge and make them a guaranteed top 4 team? I don't think so. But I think he can form part of a situation for Chelsea which will make them get better over time. Whether or not they're going to trigger that money to go and buy him, I don't know. Because isn't the talk that they'll go higher than that so they can pay it in installments? Have you heard that?
Yes. So that the release clause is the thing that where you have to write the check
and then send it on its way.
And he has to go in obviously one go.
Yeah, exactly.
One payment.
And that's funny in itself. The fact that we'll pay more so that we can pay in chunks. But
the thing is, what Benfica, where the negotiations are as a standstill right now, is that Benfica said, okay, we can take installments, no problem, but the first chunk we can't do 10 times 20, 10 times 12, for example.
Yeah.
We have to. You pay big the first one, and then maybe the rest can go in because that's why release clause is also in for Benfica.
Yeah, we need an actual benefit to selling the player.
And then the remaining 40 can come maybe 10 over the length of his contract. But don't expect us to take, for you to pay 10 million or 12 million, for 10 years.
Have you heard the stories about him being unprofessional now because he wants to leave?
Yeah, which we've seen before in players saying
Have you seen that before in younger players?
No, but I think he's got that age.
Do you think that's a good thing or a bad thing?
A bad thing.
Yeah, that's my only concern with it because for as good a player as he is, and he wants to leave in this moment and he's prepared to do this now, which is great, but it doesn't seem like the deal's guaranteed anyway. But transferring clubs again to a situation which is non-perfect, and what happens if he doesn't like the manager? What happens if he doesn't connect with the city, doesn't connect with the fans, doesn't connect with the league? Like all of a sudden, you then weigh up the sort of cost benefit, and the cost is very clear. It's very high.
Yeah.
But I hope it's one of those things where when the deal goes through, he can show his if the deal goes through, he shows his true colours, shows his potential, and adds another sort of jewel to the crown of what the Premier League is with some of the best young talents that do exist within there. But I don't know. We'll see. I guess we'll see.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.